Hey there, wrestling gurus. It's your host with the most, Team Rai, back with another wrestling review. Now, in this wrestling review, we are going to discuss WrestleMania 31. I know it's a couple days late. Sorry, my viewers. I just got back in town recently. Okay, my friend, go ahead and introduce yourself.
This is Big Bernie Cool right here. That's not Big Daddy Cool, it's Big Bernie Cool.
Okay.
You can hit me up on Twitter at Big Bernie Cool. And
Yeah.
of course, check out my YouTube channel, Big Bernie Cool. In that name placement down there, and yeah, I'm ready to review WrestleMania.
Yep. Thank you very much to come on board for the first time. I really appreciate it, man.
Yep, that's my debut on the Team Rai channel.
Yes, awesome. Okay, now most of you know, if you're listening, I was there live in California. Great atmosphere. It's the home of the Niners. And before we do the review, what's your overall thoughts on WrestleMania 31, my friend?
I thought it was a really great event. Probably the most complete WrestleMania that I've seen. It didn't really have a bad match on the card. Stuff could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse too.
Yeah. Okay. The first thing is the pre-show. The first one is the WWE Tag Team Championships match. It's a Fatal 4-Way match. Well, did you like this match, or do you think it was too short?
What I saw from it, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't catch the whole match because I was watching some March Madness. I think Duke and Gonzaga was playing, I think it was, and I didn't really catch much of this.
Okay.
From what I saw, I thought it was pretty good.
I was alive, like I said a few minutes ago. It was pretty good. I was surprised that Tyson Kidd and Zario still champions. They just won it recently. So let's move on to the next match, and it's still the pre-show. It's the second annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Everyone did a good job. The thing, it was very funny. The Axel Mania, he ripped his shirt like Hogan. I really thought Hogan's gonna come out and throw him out of the ring, but it never was the case. So what's your thoughts on this Axel Mania gimmick?
Oh, dude, I love it. Now he's on to Extreme Rules. It's something good for him to do. I mean, obviously he's a jobber still, but I'd rather be a jobber on TV than a jobber just hanging out backstage.
I agree, but what's your thoughts on Big Show winning this event?
I mean, what does it do for Big Show? I mean, he's probably going to retire in like a year or two, or hopefully a year or two. I mean, I think the only reason why they had him win just so he could do that pose where he just stood right next to the trophy.
Yeah.
Honestly, they had him, I think it was him that eliminated Hideo and Tommy, and he had to win a tournament to get there. I don't know why Big Show wins things anymore.
Yeah, me neither. It's just a waste. It's the same thing for Kane. I mean, I don't mind if they're a part of the Seth Rollins, but do it backstage. You know, like J&J used to do, but now they're on TV. You know.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of airtime. You know.
Yeah, and Miz and Mizdow was awesome.
Yes. So does that mean?
I was really fun with Mizdow.
Does that mean they're gonna have a match at Extreme Rules, maybe?
Maybe they should have had one at WrestleMania, just like the bumper match before the main event would have been fun. But what you gonna do?
Yeah, I prefer like a one-on-one match instead of this Andre Giant Battle Royal. But whatever. But I guess those guys broke up. They're not gonna. He's not gonna be with the Miz anymore. Hopefully not. You know.
Yeah.
It's the
It was
same.
fun while it lasted.
It's the same thing we happened a couple years ago when Alex Riley with
Yeah,
Miz.
Alex Riley.
And then after that, we haven't heard of Alex in a while. Is he still doing a pre-game thing?
Oh, yeah. In NXT right now, he does commentary, and I think I haven't caught up with NXT yet, but I think he faced Kevin Owens a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Because Kevin Owens, formerly Kevin Steen, challenged him to a match or something like that.
he should go back. He should go back to the main roster, but maybe down the road. Okay, next match is a Divas match, correct? Or no? Wait. I'm sorry.
This match was for a while.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry. It's
ladder
the
match.
yeah, it's the IC ladder match. I should know that. And overall, it was a good match.
Yep.
The Stardust ladder match, it was very bizarre, but we expected Stardust. See, I saw it live, but I didn't get a good chance. But I rewatched it on the W Network a couple times. But he did a good job. I'm kind of glad that Daniel Bryan won. There's a lot of rumors that he was gonna win it. He did a good job. Dolph Ziggler, they were going at it 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Would it be kind of cool if both of them get the belt at the same time? What will happen if they both got it at the same time?
I don't know. Just another wacky WWE storyline.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool if the find a way if that belt could ripped. I know that will never happen, but anything's possible in WWE. They could.
WWE,
They
yeah.
could pick
Well,
up.
they did have their match on Raw the day after.
Yeah, I know, but I think if WWE was freaking smart, make Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler feud for the IC belt 1-on-1 for a while, all the way through summer.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Since they're trying to elevate the Intercontinental and U.S. titles,
Yes.
they're putting them big superstars right now. I mean, a feud like that would really help if they could just keep on putting on classics and everything.
Yes. Did you enjoy this IC belt ladder match?
Yeah,
Or
I love this match.
no, the build
It was
up.
a really good ladder match. Everyone did well in this. They gave Dean a big, what is that, power bomb from Luke Harper
Yes.
onto the ladder, and it looked really awesome, but it looked like it really hurt. Like, everyone did, like really cool stunts and everything, and then Bryan and Ziggler at the top. That was just sweet. They're, like, headbutting each other.
Yeah, I love it. It was sweet. Okay, do you remember the next match in the card?
That's Orton versus Rollins.
Now that match was okay. It could be a lot better. I thought this match. I love Orton's entrance. I mean, it's not really spectacular. He does the same old shit. Of course, Orton won. We discussed about the Seth Rollins later in the evening. But what do you think with this match?
Dude, that, the RKO at the end was probably the best one ever.
Okay, I thought the best one ever when Randy Orton RKO Aaron Boone back in the day. Wasn't that the best one?
Orton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. I just thought this one was awesome because Rollins was going for the curb stomp and he got so high up in the air and then Randy hit him on the way down. It was sweet.
I mean, they had a great feud. Of course, Randy Orton rejoined the Authority, Strict Authority, and the rest is history. It was not that much airtime. I mean, for those guys, right?
Yeah, they kept Orton off the main roster for at least 3 months, and it just didn't get enough time to build a natural feud in 2 or 3 weeks, because that's when Randy came back, I think.
Yeah, that's stupid. He should come back like the Rumble or
Yeah, the Rumble would have been nice.
yeah, or even Survivors,
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But they won't do that because they won't do that because Sting came back. Sting came. That's why.
Okay.
So next match was
Triple H thing.
okay. Now before we said this, I really enjoyed Triple H entrance. Now first I said, what the hell is going on? Until I rewatched it over and over. Oh yeah, it's the upcoming movie of the new Terminator movie, and it was awesome. What's your thoughts on the entrance of Triple H?
I thought it was sweet. A lot of people are saying they overdid it, but I really liked it.
Overdid it? Why? Why they overdid it? It's Mania, for crying out loud. How? How can they overdo it?
What they have those robots on the side or whatever.
Yeah.
They were elevated in the air and
Yeah.
they're fine with the soldiers, but I mean it may have been a little over the top there.
Okay.
I really marked out when they had what's his face? He just won the Hall of Fame.
Arnold.
Yeah, they had Arnold say time to play the game, and then the music played or whatever. It was sweet.
Yeah, but they didn't show us how Triple H get down from that thing. How did he get down? Did he jump down?
I don't know. They probably lowered him down when he was in the fog or whatever, since they had a lot of fog out there.
Okay, I would say show that, but it was cool. His entrance is getting better every year. Now, on the other hand, Sting. At first, I didn't know what the hell they were doing. They had people
Yeah,
drumming. That was kind of spooky, you know.
it was, yeah.
But I think Triple H entrance is way better than Sting's. But
Yeah, but when him and Triple H's.
now, what's your thoughts on this match, and what's your thoughts on the outcome? But let's discuss about the match first.
I mean, it was okay. It was a lot of nostalgia right there. It wasn't too amazing, really. But with NWO and DX coming in again, it's often nostalgia. Just wait, is that music really playing right now? Are they really coming down? Like that's what made this match. It was good entertainment, but like wrestling wise, I don't think it was the best.
No, I mean the build-up was decent. I mean they could do way
Yeah,
better because Sting's not that much that much because that's part of his contract. But do you think um Sting should win that match or no?
I think it should have. Yeah. I don't know why Triple H needed to win that. I mean, I guess to look strong if he faces The Rock or someone next year, but I think if Sting would have won his first match in WWE and then he goes to face The Undertaker, who just got another win at WrestleMania, it would just make that feud better. If they decide to go down that road, maybe this Sting's only match.
It's gonna happen, but I don't know why Triple H needs to beat Sting. That makes no sense, you know. But whatever. But do you think?
Well, what I see them do is like WWE versus WCW, and like WWE beats WCW like 2001. They bought them out, and they'll beat them again, like putting themselves over, I guess.
Yeah, but that's so old. You know, they need whatever. But do you think we're gonna see Sting versus Triple H the rematch? Maybe SummerSlam, or do you think next year? Or do you think that's over with?
I think if Sting's gonna wrestle again, it's WrestleMania.
Okay. Um. Yeah, the match is okay, but I was marking out to see DX. I was marking out to see NWO. I was marking out to see HBK. I bet you were too, huh?
Oh yeah, I was not expecting. Well, I was kind of like when DX went out, HBK wasn't with them, and then all of a sudden he was in the ring and he super kicked them.
Yeah. Now the only person we're missing is China from that group. That's it, you know.
Yeah. I didn't know if X-Pac was gonna like take off his DX shirt and join NWO.
That'd be funny, huh?
Yeah.
Because I know he was on two groups back then, you know. But that match is okay, but it was mostly entertainment. And then the awesome entrance from the game. Okay, next match was the Divas match, correct?
Yeah.
Now, I did not watch it that much at all. I just walked around the arena because, frankly, it was boring as shit. No offense, wrestling fans or Divas fans. But I know that AJ and Paige won.
Yep.
Well, I told you before.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't go too long.
Now, what I told you off the podcast, it should be a fatal four-way match for the Divas match. You agree or no?
Yeah, that would have made it a lot better because I'm both fans of Paige and AJ, and I knew they're going to win going into it because usually the faces win at WrestleMania, but I think it would have been a lot more entertaining if they did the fatal four-way.
Yes. Maybe they'll do it for Extreme Rules. Time will tell. But I like the Bella Twins, but they need to retire. You know, let the other Divas shine. You know.
Yeah, they need to go into like acting or something. Like they're like the future of WWE Divas are going to be like athletes and not like just divas.
I guess that's good, right?
Yeah, that's good if they actually do that. I mean, the only reason I swear that the Bellas are relevant is because of Total Divas, that show that nobody watches.
I watched it once. About you?
I haven't watched it since like the first episode.
It's a pretty good. I know it's kind of corny, but it's whatever. But let's move on. Let's see here. What match are we? Is that the Taker match?
Cena versus Rusev.
Okay, now Cena's entrance. Who cares? Russo. It was kind of cool. They have his, you know, he was saluting the Russia. He was in a tank, and that was kind of cool. The match was nothing really spectacular. I know that Cena's gonna win. That was a lot of rumors going around about that, so I don't give a shit about the match. Did you?
I really wanted Rusev to pull it out, but it's Cena at Mania. I mean, unless you're like The Rock, you're not gonna go over Cena.
Nope. I don't know why. Is it because McMahon?
Weak.
What?
Like that's Bray Wyatt didn't really work out last year because John Cena just ruined him in that feud.
Yep. So that means Russo is going down the hill because after Cena, what's next for him, you know?
Yeah, that's what it might look like. I don't know. What happened to Bray Wyatt?
Yep. It's pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, do they actually want to build a monster heel or not? Like, why? Rusev was the most over heel on the roster except for Rollins, I guess. Well, like, and he's young too. Like, if he goes over Cena here, you set him up for a couple of years at least as a monster heel.
Yeah, I don't know what W are thinking, but what's your thoughts on the storyline between Russo and John Cena? Do you like it? Too boring at fast things or what?
It was. I think it was okay. They showed that video package before Cena went out there, like with America and everything. I wonder how it feels to be like Canadian and be drawn into like a feud with this. Like, it doesn't really pertain to you at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's pointless. You know, the only reason John Cena is the champion was they want to do the same with Daniel Bryan is the IC champion and make that belt mean something, you know?
Yeah.
But whatever. But I think WWE should let the Russo become. I mean, let the Russo still let Russo is keep his belt, but whatever, you know.
Yeah. Hey, he might win it back though.
Yeah, maybe Extreme Rules or down the road, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, next match is the Taker match?
It would be the Taker match, but do you want to talk about the big segment with The Rock?
Oh yeah. You go first.
Okay, it was really long. I mean, it was awesome. Like, it got mainstream press and everything because The Rock got Ronda Rousey out there, and Stephanie McMahon was awesome as a heel here.
Yes.
It was a WrestleMania moment, I'd say.
Yeah, but first they said they broke the record at it was a sellout card for Mania first. Then Triple H was cutting a promo. Then The Rock came out, right? Is that how it worked?
Yep. Yeah, they're announcing the attendance and everything.
Yeah.
And The Rock's out.
I had a feeling The Rock's gonna show up because he was just at Saturday Night Live on Saturday and he had no plans on Sunday. So that was so obvious, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was a great segment. I wanted to see The Rock do the Rock bottom to Triple H, but it never happened, you know.
Yeah, that's because Ronda did like the judo toss to Triple H, which was sweet.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll probably get it next year.
No, she did it to Stephanie, not Triple H, right? Stephanie.
Did she like hit Stephanie? Or, no, she like did the armbar on Stephanie, and then she like it looked like a hip toss to Triple H. Do you remember that at all?
I don't remember. Now, I just watched WrestleMania. She was there during the show, and you know, was she at?
Yeah.
Was she at Stephanie's corner at SummerSlam this past year or last year?
Yes, she was. Yeah, they didn't even mention that at all, which is typical WWE.
They didn't mention it.
They didn't mention that at all. Commentary was pretty bad.
How bad?
Like, all they were talking about is WCW and WWE, like the Monday Night War during like the Triple H match and stuff. They weren't really calling the match much.
Wow.
They're like, oh wow, DX is here, stuff like that. Like they didn't really add anything to it. They only took away from it.
So they were just kind of lazy, huh?
Yeah, well, they're not that good.
That sucks. You know, it's not like the Attitude Era, but let's move on. Yeah, that was a good moment. It was kind of long. You know, they waste so much time of The Rock and Triple H and that Stephanie and that the girl from UFC. You said. If they were smart, they should just talk a little bit and just duke it out for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, maybe if they took out like 10 minutes or 5 minutes from that segment, they probably could have added like Goldust versus Cody Rhodes or like I don't know what other matches they're supposed to be, but
I don't know. But see, if they want to talk, do that on Raw or SmackDown. This is WrestleMania. We want to fight. You could have a great segment backstage, you know?
Yeah.
So, speaking of backstages, when Daniel Bryan won the belt, it was hold on. Sorry, I had a sneeze. Oh my gosh, sorry my viewers. But on when Daniel Bryan won the IC belt, all the former IC champions congratulate Daniel Bryan.
That was cool.
That was awesome. You know, like Bret Hart, all the legends was there. You know.
Yeah, that's how you elevate a title right there.
Yes, they should do that for the ice. They should do that for U.S. belt when John Cena won, but
Yeah,
because
well, who good has won the U.S. belt like that wasn't like WCW, I guess.
what?
Who really won the U.S. title that was like as legendary as those guys with the IC title? Like all you remember is like Chris Benoit, Booker T. Of course, there won't have any Benoit references, but like
No, of
Booker
course.
T.
I mean, Austin was U.S. champion.
Austin was?
Yeah,
Oh, was that WCW?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not really a WCW mark much. I don't know much about how WCW went, other than like the last couple of years.
Okay, let's go on. We're getting a little carried away here.
Yeah, true.
Now is the Taker Sting. I mean, I'm sorry, I messed up. Sorry, my viewers.
I'm more excited there.
Yeah, I got a little excited for next year if it does happen. I doubt it, but Taker versus Wyatt. Now this thing it really made me mad. Number one, it was not completely dark out there in California, and number two, Bray Wyatt entrance was not as good as last year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, last year was awesome.
Yes, this year was not as good. You know, like it was not that good.
Like, what were they, like scarecrows or something? Whenever they touch them, they come to life and
Yep.
fall.
Yep. Last year was awesome.
It was the best they could have done in light.
Yeah. They should just wait until later, but way later. But I guess they can't. They want to see more time for the main event. You know.
I kind of wish that they moved it an hour later so that they could have more matches in the dark. Since when it was dark in the main event, it was cool. But I know the people on the East Coast would have been mad.
Why?
It would have started at like 7, at like 11, like their time.
Yeah. But
Something like that.
And Taker, he had a stable entrance. A lot of rumors going around he was going to be American Badass because he was growing his hair out, or sort of. What's your thoughts on this match? What's your thought on this build-up between Taker and Bray Wyatt?
I thought Bray Wyatt did really well building it up like basically by himself. Like there's the mind games Undertaker played, but I thought he did fine building it up. I liked his promos. Like sometimes they don't make sense, but sometimes they're actually really cool. I liked how they did like the face of fear thing, but I don't know what's next for Bray Wyatt after this.
I know. See.
Yeah, that's the problem with facing Undertaker. I know CM Punk had that problem when he faced the Undertaker a couple of years ago. Like, there's really nothing for him after losing to him.
Yep.
But it was an okay match for like. There was rumors that Bray Wyatt like sprained his ankle the day of the show during rehearsal, and like. You never know with the Undertaker. He looks in pretty good shape, but
he does. He looks way better last. He looks way better last year's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my opinion. That match is okay. I just wish that Taker make an appearance on Raw time for time, but he's not. He didn't show up until Mania. But whatever. But I don't think we're gonna see a rematch. I think it's just one of them between Bray Wyatt and Taker. You know.
Yeah, I think that's the only one they're going to do. But I liked the spot they did where Bray was doing like the spider walk or whatever it's called, where he kind of walks backwards on his hands and stuff. And then Taker sat up right away. I thought that was an awesome spot. If there's anything you're going to remember from this match, it's that.
Yeah, and it makes me mad. Back-to-back Manias for Wyatt, and he lost. He lost last year to Cena. This year's the Taker. That makes no sense, you know?
True.
So what the hell is WWE thinking, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Sometimes WWE creative does not make sense.
Nope. And does Taker really need this win? No. He don't need a win.
I guess he did. It's his comeback from losing last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they put themselves in a corner with this one.
Yeah, they did. But thank God they don't mention the streak anymore. Thank God that's over with, you know?
Yeah.
No offense, you know, but it's what it is. Now, it's time for a main event, correct?
Yep.
Now, Seth Rollins, no, before we do this, the lighting at the stadium was very, very awesome. Wasn't it cool on TV?
Yeah, it was. Like, part of the crowd was red, and it was dark, and the lights were cool.
Yes.
Especially at the end. Actually, with the pyros that Brock Lesnar had, really looked cool.
Yes, I loved it. Um, Now the match in the beginning was very slow. It picked up. Brock Lesnar did a suplex at the suplex. Roman
Yeah.
Reigns did like a spear, and I'm not going anywhere. Spear, Superman punch. Lesnar got busted up, and all good stuff. And I was shocked to hear Seth Rollins' music. He came down the ring. He told whoever it's gonna be a triple threat match. He cashed in. Um, I think wasn't Roman Reigns got a spear or no? What you know what you tell the viewers what happened.
Okay. Let's see. Trying to remember this.
Yeah, the best you can.
I think Lesnar gave wait, yeah. Roman Reigns was gonna spear him. Lesnar picked him up, gave him like an F5, so both of them were like laid out or something like that. They both were exhausted. I think they're both on the ground. And then Rollins music hits and got someone out of the ring, probably Roman for a little bit. I think he had a couple curb stomps and then he pinned someone. I need to rewatch it again, but or something like that. Actually, I remember a spot where Lesnar was holding Rollins in the F5 position, and then Roman speared Lesnar, who then threw Rollins, and Rollins landed on his feet and gave someone curb stomp. I think that's how it ended. I could be wrong though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was a good match. I mean.
It was very violent, and I like that.
Yeah, and what I told you off the podcast, W needs to do this once in a blue moon. Give Lamar edgier. Lesnar got busted up.
Yep.
Probably heard reports that he had like a blade. Do you think he had a blade, or do you really think he got busted up?
Oh, I know there's a video out there that makes it really look like they bladed, but WWE denies it.
Okay.
I really don't have an opinion, but I thought if it was on chance or not, it added to the match.
It did, but without the blood, I think it'd be a boring match. Now, we all know that Lesnar is not going to be on TV for a while. Not just because what Stephanie did this past Monday, that's part of his new deal. What's your thoughts on his new deal?
I like that he's going to be back for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
He's a badass. He's super over right now, which I don't know how his reaction will be once he comes back from his so-called suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, he likes his travel schedule. He doesn't need to travel much. He's not forced to do access or anything. I think he likes it with that.
Hey, this is my theory. When he comes back, he's gonna be a face. He's not gonna do a heel because Seth Rollins is the heel. He's gonna be a face.
Yeah, he's super over right now.
Yes. So, and I know because that's the rumor before he's gonna be a face. I mean before, so maybe we'll see a match between him and Daniel Bryan, face versus face, or I don't know in the summer,
Yeah.
So what's your thought? I mean, if we had no cash in for the main event for 31, do you think this match would be boring as hell?
Without the cash in?
Yeah.
I thought it'd still be fine. I liked what it was before that. I was just bracing myself for the bad reaction that Roman Reigns would get if he would win it.
Yeah.
But if you remember his entrance, he was booed heavily.
Oh yeah, I was booing too because he's not ready to become the main guy. I know a lot of wrestling guys out there doesn't think the wrestling fans don't know what the hell we doing, don't know what the hell we talking about. We do the best we can,
Yeah.
But I don't think he's ready. But whatever. I think Roman Reigns is gonna be a heel. Yes or no in the future?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because he's got to be mad because he got screwed out of the title, so he's gonna go after. Right now, he's gonna go after Seth Rollins before Lesnar.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what I was thinking they might do is during the main event, since I didn't know there was going to be a cash in, I thought that maybe Paul Heyman would turn on Lesnar. Lesnar become the big babyface that he still is right now, and then Roman would turn heel, and then he'd have his mouthpiece with Paul Heyman, so he wouldn't really have to talk since his promos suck.
Yeah, maybe that was the original idea. Then they changed it. And say, you know what, Debbie? I mean, like stuff. I mean, Vince says, let's have a cash in and surprise everyone at Mania. So maybe that was the second opportunity. Second, way to go.
Yeah, yeah,
Because Lesnar just signed, and WWE want to have him have the belt that long, not to finish. So they just have him to get cashed in, not get pinned, and that's why Lesnar is gonna get a rematch probably at SummerSlam or at WrestleMania, next year,
yeah.
It makes,
Maybe just one at like Money in the Bank or something like before SummerSlam.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they do wait till SummerSlam, but I mean, Brock Lesnar's so over right now. Like maybe if they bring him back around SummerSlam, people. I don't know if people still react the same, but you'll definitely get a good reaction still.
Yeah, I think so. You know, that's all. That's all. You got anything else to say for this review?
I just thought this was probably the most complete Mania I've seen. No bad matches on the card, really. There were some that weren't as good as the others, but yeah, it had its WrestleMania moment. It's double thumbs up from me. I really loved it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the build for Mania 31 was not that good. Now the match itself was very good. The storyline was good. The backstage promo was good. The pyro was good. LL Cool J did a great job. I loved it. It gave me chills. When he was doing the national anthem, the guy he did a good job. What else? The
Well, what do
great
you think of the concert with what's his name, like Travis Barker or
yeah.
whatever?
I like that song for WrestleMania 31. I love that song. It gave me goosebumps. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty.
They don't do this every year, but because they got paid for the celebrities to sing, but they did a good job. I know a lot of older people out there at Mania did not care for that kind of music.
Yeah, I know.
But whatever. But that's all I'm gonna say. It was a great experience at Mania 31. Wrestling fans, if you're listening, very soon you'll see some awesome video footage and pictures from Mania in my weekend. Okay, my viewers. So hopefully you will look for that, my friend. Look for that. Okay.
Yep.
So you want to say your Twitter again?
Yep. Big Bernie Cool, Twitter, YouTube, goes by the same thing, and the road to WrestleMania 32 has begun. I'll see you guys in Dallas.
Okay, we'll see you there, my friend. So this is the host with the most, Team RI, and my special guest, one more time.
Big Bernie Cool.
Okay, have a good night, and once again, I apologize for the late review. I just got in town recently, so I'm glad to be back in town. So have a good one, and check out my like page, my Facebook like page. Follow me on Twitter as Team RI32, and last but not least, sub to me on my YouTube channel. It's called Team RI. Good night, my viewers, and I'll see you next time on the Wrestling Podcast Edition. Good night.